Welcome to the Twilight Quarry. God, this would just be a lovely little adventure here. New location we just unlocked last episode. Got here.
An advantage.
Music record. I had no idea. This is the first location we've ever been to that keeps its overworld status. This is the location. We're walking around down there on the left. Okay. I thought it was going to be a little different than it is. I guess we're going to be leaving the Twilight Quarry now. Huh. Can we camp here? There's no flags. All right, we're leaving the Twilight Quarry. Well, that was a new location we unlocked, and we found everything there, I guess. We're going to go ahead and jump onto our new mount, our new friend. See if we can't learn anything about. Let's go in the sprint mode here. Bust through some of this jazz. Yeah, get out the way. See if we can't learn anything about. Hold on. I think this is where we need to go.
Here we go.
Nope. Too scared. Let's go the other way. Let's see what's over here first. Ha ha ha. Now we're talking. All right. I've also decided Lunay's the leader. There we go.
Lovely.
Picto plus 1 AP when the battle starts. Yes, please. Everybody's wearing that one. Let's see. Energizing and start. What a great one to have. Love some of that. That'll be nice. Let's go check with this merchant as well. Hello there. All right, so it looks like we've got haircuts for Gustav. We'll leave that alone for the minute. We're going to remount SK. So he said he can swim as soon as we get him some rocks. And we need to go up, I think he said, to the stone cliffs to get those rocks. What's back here? Woo-hoo-hoo! Can we pick this up as the big boy? Yes.
Vergier, Expedition 62. Eugène beat the rest of us to 100 kills, but I'm still 3 shy. I might need to do some solo hunting if I'm going to even up the score. Oh, I can hear a big Nev coming. They count for double. If I kill it quick, I can boost my score.
Well, that's kind of fun that other expeditions had a little friendly competition going on. Looks like that's the only thing here. So, is there anything else? I think... Oh, no, we haven't been here. Hold on. No, we have, haven't we? Yellow Harvest? Check our map here. No. Let's see what's in Yellow Harvest. Welcome to Yellow Harvest. Okay. Grab this expedition flag here. Should be good to go. Kind of a cool place. Ah! Why are you so scary? That's the whole thing? You must have missed something. Aha! We can climb. Go.
Wow. That Nevron is the size of a mountain.
Is it eating the mountain?
Well, how did it get so big? I mean, what did it eat? It ate the mountain. I mean, you've got to have room for a mountain in your belly, I guess. I don't know. I think I see someone down there. We jump, you think? Here goes nothing. Oh boy. Is that a grapple point? Yes, okay. I was worried we got ourselves stuck, but no worries. Who's just down here hanging out? What's up, guy? Am I the only one seeing this? A Nevron that is not hostile but eats the landscape? No, you're not the only one seeing this. You remember that the little dudes were like, what did they tell us? They get reborn in a river or something? Huh. I've been trying to figure out like what the story is, like what's going on, why we're here. And all of my theories revolve around, maybe not revolve around, but highlight the fact that we're just missing so much information. This world is so whimsical, it almost doesn't feel like it could even be possible. Like, I don't want to say it's a dream, because that feels like a little too little. You know, I don't think that's the most likely series of events, but it's just so fantastically whimsical that at times I'm like, I mean, how? Oh. There's a baddie over there, maybe. Hold on. Nope, nope, nothing to see here. Try and just run it for a minute. Before we get in the combat with whatever's here. Oh, there's quite a few things around here. Maybe we have to fall off to get up there. Nothing to see there, old boy. I feel like we can make that jump, but... Alright, combat. Where'd it go? Whoa. Gotcha. What are they? They're new, that's what they are. Not too far beyond our level. Weak the fire, that's good to know. Here we go. Kind of a delayed attack, my goodness. Try and parry this one. Ha ha ha! Oh, absolutely toasted. Get him with the big mark.
Feel the burn.
Feel the burn.
Finesse and grace.
Love that, love that. Boom. Gotcha. Can we get the parry in? Yo, boy. They love it. They love it. Hey, we got their sword. Cool. Grass element. That's our first grass element weapon. Very cool. I don't know, there's such whimsy to a world to have been like built with order and purpose. Be surprised this guy. Regular fight, nothing special. No bonus loot. Can't climb this. Okay. There's something about the way that gravity has just left this world that gives it this sense of whimsy for me. You know, it's not so much in the art direction. Things just float that shouldn't be able to float. You know, things just exist that... Oh, just level design. Look at this. You know this is the main path. Look at the way it's all well lit. And you know this is an optional side thing with the darkness. Ah, they nailed it. Like, there's nothing more frustrating than not knowing where to go next. This little lantern. Oh my goodness. Like it was a clue like, hey, go this way. First.
What have we here?
Expedition flag. We're going to loop back, though. Whimsy. There's something whimsical about the way everything just kind of floats. Even things that maybe shouldn't be able to float do. That gives it this sense of whimsy for me. Okay, hold on. You know, so much of oh, can we surprise him? There we go. Ah! So much of our world is designed in a way that just makes sense. That there's no confusion to why a thing is a way.
You can use that.
We climb back up here? Maybe? Maybe not? I guess we'll run around, whatever. But something about the way everything floats makes it have a sense of whimsy for me. And I mean, obviously there's a fictional, fantastical element to having just these creatures that exist. That otherwise, you know, just shouldn't, right? Or couldn't. And I hope we're going the right way here. Oop. All right, perfect. Quick rest. One thing that's concerned me and confused me about Gustav, you can see all of his skill tree is locked. And we just unlocked his final skill. I guess there's one more we can unlock, but his final skill, right? Everyone else has like this large, kind of impressive skill tree we can work our way through. And Gustav is the only one that it's like, well, this is all he's got. Like, is he going to change in some way? Are we going to lose Gustav? Why are all of his skills locked? Surprise emotion. What's the surprise? Oh, there's dudes carrying around lanterns. Huh. It's kind of unique. Statue. These are kind of like those first guys we saw. There's a grapple point by that house. Looks like there's maybe 4 different ways to go. Let's start off with the statue. I thought maybe our characters would comment on it, but... Oh, we can not go in the water. Okay. Guess we'll try and hit this big boy. What's up, wild man? Surprise! Yeah, we fought these guys before. More of the same. Cool, cool, cool. We're definitely in a side place. A little off the main story path, but I'm happy we went here. Always kind of worried we're going to get, like, locked out of something. Which is probably not the most likely series of... Ah! That was weird. Why could Mael go there, but we couldn't? Huh. Which might not be the most likely series of events, but it's definitely a concern that I always kind of have. Okay. What's up this way? Anything? Grapple point. There we go. What's up? Man, he's so big. Wonder if we get to fight him. And what's he gonna do once he's eaten the mountain? I guess that's the other big question, right? Like, you give a big boy a mountain, he finishes eating the mountain. I mean, the mountain's not gonna regrow. As you go over to the next one. Whoa. Whatever expedition this was, I think they told us right at the start. They put all these handholds. Really, really did a great job. I'm worried we missed something down there. I thought this would be just like a little jaunt. Silly me. Sometimes we've gone into these objectives, these side objectives, right? And it's been like one dude, or like the one right at the start today that was like, what, 5 guys with a pitchfork? You know, it was like nothing, you know? It's a little spooky. This is a little spooky.
Julian, 59er. Disgusting. Law's an idiot. I can't believe she convinced everyone to eat the Nevron. They've been puking for the past few hours. Great. Well, we can't move on with so many people sick. I told her it was a bad idea. Hopefully they'll feel better with some mushroom broth to settle their stomachs.
There you go. Don't eat the Nevrons. Can we fight this evil tree? Huh. The tree wakes up. They're like, hey, why you want to fight me? I'm not evil. I'm just red. It looks like there's like a monster arm right here coming out of this bad boy. Ugh. Can't believe they ate the Nevrons, dude. That was very adventurous of them, I guess. Full credit for adventuring. Hold on. So we can jump back to this cave. But before we get too far off the beaten path. Did we miss something in the circle when we just climbed that building? Well, that's kind of a long way down, apparently. Oh. We might not be able to go back. We'll actually have to... Whoops. Okay, we did make it back. I just want to make sure it's not like, I don't know, a mime or something hanging out over there. This definitely feels like the type of place you kind of cruise through and then realize afterwards you're like, I missed some big secrets there. Go. Try to avoid some fights if we can. Just cruise the perimeter once, see what we can see. Thought that guy was gonna wake up for a minute. Little change of pace here in this kind of a, I don't know if this is, whoa, what was that? Nothing. I don't know if it's the changing of the seasons or this place is always a little yellow like this. Ah, there it is, an expedition note, sure. I don't know if we can get it without getting in combat though. Like this guy's gonna wake up surely, right? No?
Nicholas, Expedition 44. The idea was you'd only have to fool the first one. Then Jules can wear its carcass to trap the next, and so on, until we all have proper cover. But disguising ourselves as Nevrons has proven to be extremely ineffective, to say the least. Maybe they recognize each other by their chroma. Anyway, it was an utter failure. To any expeditions that follow our trail, do not disguise yourselves as Nevrons. It doesn't work.
That was good to know. Don't try and disguise yourself as a Nevron. See, like, oh, what do we find here? Mime? Of course we did. Nope. Gotcha. Does this mime look like my owl with the red hair? Oh my goodness. The skill that brings me the most joy with my owl is the one that lets us break all shields and gain 1 ability power, right? So we're at 5. We should go to... It'll cost 3, but we'll break 3 shields, so we'll go to back to 5. Awesome. Gotcha.
Ready to evade.
This felt like a brutally long fight. Like, sure, it was only 12 minutes, but I gotta tell you, I mean, this one just took it out of me. I'll tell you what, that was rough. All that for a haircut. I can't even tell if we like it yet. You can't spin your characters until you... I don't know, the braid isn't bad. Maybe a full swimsuit one would be fun, but we don't have a swimsuit for everyone. It's interesting that Mael has this nice Lumeri one. It doesn't have that stupid, like, hunk of bread. I think we found the new zone here. It's a little tough to tell. Yeah, this is new.
Expedition 38, Genevieve. We buried Patrick near the lake, so he could be close to water. I know he really missed the aqua farm and his floating gardens. Obscur thinks it's a waste of time to update these journals, but I find it strangely comforting. I suppose at its core, it's a record that we existed, that we still exist. The Gommage is coming, but I feel at peace. Just the two of us, but we managed to carve out a tiny sliver of a life of our own. I should feel guilty, maybe, for abandoning the mission, but I don't. I'm just glad that when tomorrow comes, it'll be Obscur at my side. Until the end.
On one hand, it's kind of reassuring we keep finding these expeditions. But on the other hand, we always find them like this. You know, it's proof that someone was here before us, which means they failed. It means we still have a job to do. It also means that someone has gone further than us, which means we've yet to, like, explore something truly unknown. A little confused here. That's where we started. Wait a second. Was there a grapple point? Oh, there is. Look at that. Do you mean this merchant watched us the whole time? What's up, guy? Penabi, what is this place? I was traveling with my bruv. He just left me here. Wavy hair for Lune. Gotta check that out. Auto death. Kill self at battle start. Bonus 26% critical hit rate, though. Dude. Oh, man. All right, let's fight him first. I guess we'll go with my L. I don't know. Like, I guess we could have, like, respec'd everything. Ah! I wasn't ready. I just assume he's weak to fire. Or if not, we can make him weak to fire. Yeah, there you go.
On me.
Just one-on-one, my L's got all the moves. Come on. Ah! I'm pushing dodge, but I'm pushing it at, like, the most massively wrong time in the history of ever. Here we go. Gotcha. Just being able to set an opponent's weakness, worth. Ah, good old brawl, something I'm familiar with, unlike this whole place. Teamwork, 10% increased damage while all allies are alive. That's cool. So I've been trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. I found one of these spooky boys here. Young boy, why would she paint these things? Eating the world, eating our world? We used to have fun here together. I wish we could still have fun, sister. Oh my goodness. The boy ignores us as if he can't even see us. So we found this little spooky guy. I don't really know what to do with it. Maybe we have to come back? But otherwise, I think we mostly found everything here there is to find. I'm assuming we're near the end of this yellow zone. I mean, this screams boss fight, doesn't it? I don't think it's the big boy. But it could be. So as far as we know, not a main quest zone. This is a optional side zone. I keep waiting for it to, like, pull me into a cutscene. There we go. Let's see what's happening around here, huh? Well, hello. There's an angry boy. Oh my goodness. He wants to fight. Oh, got him with the old death bomb. I wasn't ready. Whoa. Hope he's weak to grass.
A storm is coming.
So this opponent's going to absorb all of Gustav's attacks, as Gustav only has grass damage for his base weapon. Joy. It's going to be a little bit obnoxious. Oh man, should we be trying to parry that? I hope not. So Gustav can heal. Or we can mark. Sure. This sucks, dude. Does this homie only do team attacks? It's possible. How about ice damage? Weak to ice, okay. And I think our base attack is just fire? Let's make him weak to fire.
My sword is death.
I mean, we can do this again. I was running. I couldn't tell who was attacking. Oh my goodness. Not again. Can we parry this time? So again, the problem there is that Gustav's abilities are all going to heal us. Are going to heal this Blaze guy.
Feel the burn.
Oh man. We can mark him at least, right?
Take him down.
Which will be lightning damage because it's a skill. And make sure that we get some of this action on. Perfect. A little risky to parry here, but
Brace yourselves. Ready to evade.
okay, that ground pound really caught us off guard again. Ugh. I guess we'll keep the mark on because it's at least lightning damage. We're trying to build up fire stains so we can give the team a big heal. We're defensive. Let's go ahead into Swift Stride here.
Dodge Gustav.
Got him. What do you mean you're preparing a powerful blow? Don't say that. That's not what we want to hear.
Take him down.
Earthquake, what do we do? Ah! Getting bullied here by this monster guy.
Time to hit big.
Big hit, huh? There you go. Lightning damage here.
For those who come after.
Resistant to lightning damage. Of course,
Take
sure.
cover.
Let's dance.
Of course you're resistant to lightning damage.
Gustav, don't
Earthquake,
die.
no. Ah. I'm just gonna mistime all three dodges. Don't mind me, nothing to
Let
see
the
here.
ink flow.
Heal. Nope, that's earth damage, We can do lightning.
I'm gassed.
We could stay in Virtuoso stance, but I think we should maybe try and switch into offense, lower their physical. I don't know. We get a big counter here. Got him.
Take him down.
Let the ink flow.
I can do it.
All right, we're in offense. They're on fire, so we can stack more fire. There we go. I think we got them right where we want.
Mael, look out!
Careful, Mael.
Ha! We even dodged that attack. That felt good. That was a tough fight. It was really tough to have Gustav healing our enemy.
We lay the trail.
We lay the trail. New picked up 1 AP on base attacks. I think Mael has perfected the auto diff, so we can just give her that, right? Probably never going to use it. I don't think she gets the base attack a lot, but that is okay. A new weapon. Is it better than our current weapon? So 221, 262. All right, so we came from down there. Let's go back and heal once. I don't think it'll reset a boss. Might, but I don't think so. All right, we're going back into the boss arena. Hopefully it didn't reset. Yeah, no reset. Perfect. So it looks like it came from over here. I kind of thought there might be some loot in the arena somewhere. Maybe a side objective? Is this a cannon? Huh. I feel like this is going backwards because we're backtracking. Oh! It's a long way down. Oh! This definitely feels like backtracking. What is this? Somebody's playing the drum? Friend or foe? Somebody's making a hot air balloon? Is it just a big circle or... Oh. Oh, it does loop back out. Okay, so we can get out of here. That's good. This is a little hidey hole we found. My goodness. I bet these guys want to fight. We're going to let them keep building for a minute. Let's see if there's anything else of note. Oh, it got so dark. This kind of crystally red rainbow amber stuff is pretty cool. What do you think? Hit him? We hit him. The chromatic orphan. Huh? I don't know what that was.
Take cover.
Get ready.
Okay, that was scary. So there's kind of this guy with a frying pan head and a ladle, a hammer and, I don't know, some hay. And then looks like tongs for a furnace and a ropey metal head. Oh my goodness.
Take him down.
Not weak the lightning, okay. How about this guy? Not weak the fire. Okay. We're trying to focus down the middle one, I think.
Gustav, don't die.
It's a very intimidating attack. Blighted. What is blight? I don't remember that one. Blight reduces the max health. Oh. That's pretty nasty stuff.
Flames. On me.
Trying to parry these. It's weak to grass. Ew. Oh boy.
Lune, watch out.
Try again. That was a triple that time. Never mind.
Romance flowing.
No, they seem to share a health bar. Hopefully we don't need to like take them out unanimously around the same time at about the same moment. Just panic dodging. Okay. I think we're doing okay. Overcharge is ready.
For those who come after.
Brace yourselves.
Big counter. Big counter hit.
Get ready.
Another. See, it looks like the side ones have their own health bars.
I'm ready.
Interesting. So I wonder if...
The dance begins.
Big damage here, hopefully. Here we go. Yeah, like almost 4,000. I'll take that.
I'll do it.
Gotcha.
Guard up!
I wonder if we take out the center one, are we going to still have to fight the other two? Alright, we can get a pretty good regen on our team now. With the...
Guard up!
It's crazy that counterattack does more damage than any of our regular attacks. I wasn't ready. I just wasn't ready. Alright, we're in Virtuoso. This is fine. Gotcha. So not a shared health bar. Well, missed every parry on that bad boy. All right, looks like we can get the team healing.
Everybody, let's go.
For those who come after.
En garde!
Man, it just feels like we should have been able to do more damage than that, but that's fine.
Guard up!
Точка.
Oh, there we go. Perfect counter.
Let us stain them.
Man, that was a tough fight. Everyone pretty much got marked with that permanent health debuff that just capped our max power. I mean, that was brutal. Assumingly, that's the end of this yellow harvest zone. I don't feel like we missed anything major. Definitely a charming little zone. Maybe it's a main quest location later on. Maybe this has all been just a side adventure. But I thought it was a lovely spot. Let's see where this takes us out. Most of the time in the overworld, it puts us on map. Yeah, there it is. It puts us on the other side of the map where we were. What's this about? Ah, there we go. So we won't have to come all the way through that zone again. That's cool. Well, let's see what the other zone here is then. It's not glowing red, so it might not be dangerous. The Lost Woods. Let's go ahead and camp once, just in case there's a camp cutscene. We don't want to miss those. I'm not expecting there to be, but it's worth checking out. We're going to go to sleep. We can't even journal. Nothing new happened. Just uneventful. Let's go to Mount Esquier. That's where we came from. Cannot get through these trees because it looks to me like there could be something over there. All right. Let's try this one, the Lost Woods. Oh, it's another overworld map zone. Okay, sure. Hey, music record. This one's kind of cool with all of the picture frames lying about. I think that's the whole zone. Definitely some very cool pictos, kind of skills we picked up in the Yellow Woods there. And very cool to see some more of the map, some more of the different zones. But I think it's time to push into whatever they called this place, the Colossal Cave or something. Oh! Or maybe it's time to fight this guy. Can we actually sneak past him? You think? I doubt it. We'll try. Excuse us. Ah! We like slipped on the rock. So we've fought these guys a couple of times. These are all from actually the water zone, that very first zone. Which is kind of a little bit of a surprise we're seeing one way out here, but I guess we're technically next to a big water zone, so why not? I think they're all weak to electric as well. And that guy heals the grass. Of course he does. Sure he's weak to fire. There we go.
Get ready.
Oh, come on, dude. You can't dodge this either, can you? Right off rip. Is you gonna eat somebody? Thanks, guy. Nasty.
Brace yourselves. Let the ink flow.
Gonna be a long fight with this one. These fights always feel like they take so long, but at the same time, like, it shows you the battle time after. It was like a 9-minute fight, you know, it wasn't crazy. But how about this one? 25% bonus counterattack damage. It's huge. And I don't think these fights are upgrading our weapon. I think what's really happening is we're getting access to a... Wait, a lost gestural? Is that what this guy is? Hold on. I think we're just getting a better quality of the same item dropped. Lost gestural says, I'm not lost at all. Come on, Satro's looking for you. Satro needs me back? Okay, I was getting bored here. Knew it. Wait, it feels good to find the second lost gestural. And also good to know it was like a little bit tucked away behind that fight. Anything else good back here? Whoops. One of these maybe?
We can use that.
Recover 3% health on a parry. Yeah. The parry system is wild. And recovering a percentage of your health. Oh, that's pretty good. Since we found the second lost gestural, a little faster on SKA, I think we should... little chroma.
Interesting.
I think we should camp and check out the lost gestural, see if anything changed. I'm assuming not, but there's always that chance, right? That maybe they interact with each other somehow. So here's one. One little dude. There's a second little dude. Maybe they don't get along. The big boy. Hey, you found some of my kids. You're right, we did. What reward should I give you? Oh, this should be useful. Here. We got a haircut. Nice. Thank you. That'll be very useful. Who doesn't love haircuts? Okay. I wonder what happens when we find all of them. Are those birds even real? I don't know. Sometimes you see something like that and you're like, are we hallucinating? And I assume there's a merchant that's going to set up shop here. Well, we've yet to find them or figure out what that's about either. And I think the other big question mark we have at this moment is, should we be upgrading our weapons? Like, if we really liked in defensive stance, you deal double damage. That's pretty good. We could probably try and get this to level 10, but I'm kind of worried that, you know, base attacks just apply, you know, to burn. Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like I'm worried we're going to do something that isn't optimal, and maybe I shouldn't be, right? Like, we've been getting a lot of weapons for Lune. What's the one I like? Random stain. No. No. So this one. Fire skills cost 1 less AP, right? And then 20% increased fire damage. And then you just start the battle with an ice stain. This one seems like it's like super good. But you can see it only has 100 power. And so we put on the one that has 300. So I'm kind of like, Because if we go into her skill tree, we'll go there. Lene kind of has two branches here. The left branch, these are all fire skills. And the right branch, these are all earth skills. So we could definitely push harder into her fire skills instead of, you know, these earth skills, which we picked up so we could break. But Rock Slide, it says if you consume 1 earth, ice, and fire for greatly increased damage, it just doesn't seem to hit very hard. But maybe it's because our weapon isn't boosting this type of damage. I don't know. But I do know that, like, if we do push her into this fire damage, right, then maybe it makes sense to upgrade that weapon. But, you know, we might not. We might not at all, because we mostly use Lene to heal. That's like her biggest bonus, to heal, and then to make sure we're keeping up, you know, this demolition, to make sure we're keeping up. You know, it deals low fire damage, but it applies 3 stacks of burn. And if they're marked, they get, you know, 2 stacks for 5, and then Gustav, we mark them. Like, that's kind of our combo, right? Our combo right now is Mael here starts off the fight with Degagement, which deals low single target damage, but the target becomes weak to fire. So now, no matter what we're fighting, they're weak to fire. Then we try and make sure we mark them with Gustav, which gives them that, you know, that bonus damage on the next hit. And then we make sure they're on fire with Lune. And then that second turn, we go into Spark, which again only applies 3 burn, but because we open with Degagement, it'll do 5 stacks. Basically, in the first 2 turns, we'll stack at least 10 stacks of fire to something that's going to be weak to fire, and that's worked out really well for us. But I'm not impressed with these fights. I feel like they shouldn't all be taking, you know, around 10 minutes to get through. I don't feel like we're doing like a good enough job with our damage, and maybe it's because we haven't been upgrading our weapons. But I feel like we get through this next zone, this next kind of big story section, and then I'm going to feel a lot more confident about upgrading weapons, because we seem to be getting a handful of new characters, right? Where it was just us, and then it was us plus, you know, like 2 missions in, we got Lune. 2 missions in, we got Mael. 2 missions in, we got, I can't remember her name now. And then 2 missions in, we got SK. So we're kind of on track to like pick up that next character. And since we can only keep 3, we already have, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm kind of concerned about resources. I probably shouldn't be. And Skyle's probably really good. She just hurts my head to try and like use her stuff. And we haven't picked up any weapons for her. All she's got is this little silly hat. Actually, it's not bad. Oh, and it comes with makeup. Interesting. Did all the hats change like makeup as well? Oh, some of them do. Gustav here gets like a more pronounced mustache with this one, I swear. I think we're in a good place, but I'm hesitant to upgrade stuff. But I also gotta think that like that's probably why fights are taking forever.